Fatman is directed by Eshom Nams and Ian Nams and stars Mel Gibson, Walter Goggins, and Marion Jean-Baptiste, as well as Chance Hurstfield. And it tells the story of a boy who, after receiving a lump of coal from Santa for Christmas, decides to hire a hitman to seek him out and take him out. Fatman. Christmas is one of those holidays, guys, that I think you either really look forward to and really enjoy, or you're just like, it's whatever, it's okay. I tend to be in the latter half, especially when it comes to Christmas movies. While I don't have an issue with Christmas itself, Christmas movies always tend to be very generic and overly mushy and sweet. I mean, fine, it works for the season, whatever, but if you're a person that you love movies, this kind of predictable, generic, every plot is the same thing doesn't really appeal to you, and you tend to seek out non-traditional Christmas films. So if you're like me, I think Fatman would be right up your alley. This movie is one of those films that, for me, it's an instant Christmas classic. So let's get into it. And I'll start by saying that I think Mel Gibson is the perfect Santa Claus, at least the perfect non-traditional Santa Claus. Here, he has the whole beard thing. He's been rocking that beard look for a while now, but it fits so perfectly. And his gruff nature here, it works for the character, because this is a Santa, guys, who has lost his Christmas spirit. He sees a lot of bad kids in the world. He doesn't know if what he's doing is making any real impact, that sort of thing. And of course, being Santa and it being Christmas time, it's supposed to be his busiest time of the year, but for certain reasons, this Christmas, he doesn't know how many more Christmases he will have going forward. Like I said, I think Mel Gibson nailed this version of Santa. I absolutely love this. The gruff voice, the look, he's very stocky in this. I guess he's put on a lot of muscle. And he's not fat Santa, but he's definitely a husky Santa. And his relationship with the actress Marion Jean-Baptiste is so good. Their chemistry was wonderful, and they were so believable as this couple who had been together for a very, very long time, And of course, in a situation like that, they love each other, but he gets on her nerves sometimes, and she's there to support him and that sort of thing. I thought they had a wonderful on-screen chemistry, and the relationship came across as very natural, very believable. I could buy these two people as an old couple that had been together forever. But what's the real selling point of this movie? It's the fact that the premise is so insane. A kid hires a hitman, played by Walter Goggins here, to kill Santa Claus. Now, Chance Hurstfield is an actor. I'm not that familiar with him, but I do remember him from, I think it's Good Boys, that movie with those three kids who were trying to locate a drone so they could get to go to a party or something like that. I remember him being fun there. Here he is so evil that you just want this kid to suffer in the worst ways possible. Oh my God, I hate saying that about children, but this child is just the absolute worst. And the icing on the cake here has to be Walter Goggins. His take on this character is so insane in the sense that he plays it straight. You would not expect a film like this. You would expect him to do something zany, something over the top. He plays this dead straight. He's not doing it. It's gonna make you laugh, but it's not really played for laughs in that sense. Of course, this is a very dark comedy, and just the way he is, just the kind of driven. He himself also has reasons for wanting to see poor Kris Kringle dead, and he's brutal. He's insane. Every aspect of his life is just insane. And I think Walter Goggins, his choice to play this character so straight, like a hitman in any other action movie, any other action thriller, did a lot to make this movie work, because you completely buy into the insanity of it all. And he's a big selling part of this, guys. I can't understate how well Walter Goggins does in this. I first saw him in Justified. I fell in love with his acting there, and I haven't really seen him do anything else that really, you know, jumped out at me. I liked him in Predators, but you know, he's just he's more of a caricature than an actual person in that, you know. But here he was so good. So he went a long way in getting me to love this movie as much as I did. The action in this is treated like any other action movie, and your mind is just trying to wrap around the fact that this is Santa who is, you know, firing guns and doing all this insane stuff. I even liked what they did with the elves, you know. Everything is done in this super serious fashion, guys, and yet it will make you laugh because of how ridiculous this entire thing is. So it's one of those movies where I think they didn't have to lean, maybe if they did lean more into the comedy, this would not have worked as well as it did. But because they take it so seriously and they treat it like a straightforward action thriller, you get completely invested in what's happening, and the ridiculousness of it all works. So I'm giving Fatman a 7 out of 10. I had a ball with this, and I just think it's one of the best non-traditional Christmas movies I've seen in a while. It's going on my list of one of those movies I am definitely going to rewatch every time this time of year comes around. So Fatman gets a 7 out of 10. And that's going to be it for this one, guys. So if you've seen this movie, let me know what you thought of it. Did you think it was as good as I'm making it out to be? Or maybe you thought it could have been better, or that it was just so-so? Let me hear your thoughts below. And if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to hit that like button, guys. It's always appreciated. If you're new and you'd like to subscribe to my channel, you can click on my face when it pops up right about there. And you can check out past videos right along that way. So until the next one, guys. Bye-bye.